Good morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching JanataTelevision HD and this is the English Bulletin with me, Prajwal Nepali. The top stories first. Mao Center in favor of alliance with democratic forces until election. Chairman Dahal tables his proposal to Central Committee for approval. Nepali Congress fixes new date for General Convention. Leaders decide to prepare for the list of active members by August 18. Daily infection of coronavirus drops to 2,624. Number of active cases tops 39,000. Taliban fighters edge closer to the capital. Afghan leaders seek support from the international allies. And Manchester United fast leads in opening day match. Chelsea and Everton also record victories. And now the news in detail. The ruling CPN Mao Center has proposed maintaining the alliance between left and democratic forces until the upcoming elections. Our report.
Tabling the political proposal in the Central Committee meeting of the party that started yesterday, Maoist Center Chairman Pushpakamal Dahal mentioned that the alliance was needed to safeguard constitution, fight regression and address the country's burning issues. The party will adopt a policy to keep the current alliance intact until upcoming election, said Chairman Dahal in his proposal. He added that the alliance was formed to maintain economic prosperity, stability and good governance in the country by safeguarding the current democratic political system, constitutional and nationalism. The political proposal of Dahal has laid emphasis on COVID-19 control, economic recovery, elevation of people's livelihood and promotion of good governance in the country. Efforts would be made to resolve issue of MCC, Lipulekh, Kalapani and Limpiadhura through diplomatic talks as per party's policy. He said, according to the schedule proposed by Chairman Dahal, the National Convention of the party will be organized in the last week of December later this year. The Central Committee members have been asked to give their suggestion on the proposal by 11 a.m. today. The meeting will pass the proposals after incorporating suggestions received from the central members.
Senior leader of CPN-UML Madhav Kumar Nepal has said that his group is in favor of party unification. The former Prime Minister said that although all doors have been closed for reconciliation between the two factions of UML, his faction will not shy away from the responsibility of keeping the party intact. Speaking at a function organized yesterday, senior leader Nepal said that his side is still thoughtful for party unification. He made it clear that his faction is ready for the unification if the Oldie group takes party decisions and leadership role on the basis of consensus. Nepali Congress has once again rescheduled the date of its General Convention. As per the latest decision, the General Convention will now be held from November 25 to 29 this year. The Central Committee working meeting of the NC held at a personal residence of Party President Sher Bahadur Deuba at Bunalilkanta took a decision to this effect on Saturday. According to Central Member Ramkrishna Yadav, yesterday's meeting fixed a new date for the General Convention as time constraints did not permit to hold the General Convention on the previously decided date. Leader Yadav further said that the meeting decided to finalize the list of party's active membership on August 18 and submit it to the party resident on August 19 and to make it public on August 20. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed a total of 2,624 new cases of COVID-19 across the country. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, the new cases were detected while conducting swab tests on 13,573 individuals. Similarly, the ministry confirmed that 1,320 infected patients recovered from the disease yesterday. With this, total number of COVID-19 patients getting recovered has reached 680,815 in Nepal. Likewise, 20 patients died of the disease in the country yesterday. The death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 10,259. The ministry further said the number of active cases has climbed to 39,405 in the country. According to the ministry, 411 infected people are in quarantine facilities while 39,405 are in isolation. And now the news from economic front. The Nepal Rashtra Bank is planning to set up a national payment switch in a bid to promote a cashless transaction. Unveiling the monetary policy on Friday, the central bank said it aims to observe the fiscal year 2022-23 as the year of promotion of electronic payment and transaction. To achieve this goal, the central bank is doing the needful for infrastructural development and creating awareness in the current fiscal year. The policy has emphasized the use of country's own payment card while establishing the interconnectivity among electronic payment gateways and clearing and recording the digital payment gateways. Special reloans would be provided to payment service provider or payment system operators and communication service providers for the development and promotion of the whole electronic payment system, the Central Governor Mahaprasad Adhikari said. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. Taliban fighters have edged closer to the Afghan capital Kabul as their rapid advance shows no sign of slowing. According to the BBC, fighting has been reported in Maidan-Shar, 40 km, which is 25 miles from the capital, and in Mazar-e-Sharif, the only major city in the North City, still under government control. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani says he's holding intensive talks with regional and international allies. More than 250,000 people have been displaced by the violence. With much of the country in Taliban's hands, many of those fleeing have headed towards Kabul in the hope of finding safety. Women in areas captured by the Taliban described being forced to wear burqas, and the militants are also reported to have beaten and lashed people for breaking social rules. A powerful earthquake has struck the Caribbean nation of Haiti. The 7.2 magnitude quake hit the west of the country, with its epicenter about 12 km from the town of St. Louis du Sud, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Officials told reporters there had been fatalities, but the toll is unclear. Images on social media showed buildings reduced to rubble. Haiti is still recovering from a devastating 2010 earthquake. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Bruno Fernandes scored an opening day hat-trick as Manchester United swept Leeds aside with a devastating second-half display in Premier League. The Portugal midfielder opened the scoring on the half-hour mark at a packed Old Trafford, but Luke Erling's thunderous strike drew Leeds level early in the second half. Mason Greenwood restored the host lead with a crisp finish less than 2 minutes later, before Fernandes' low shot was ruled to have crossed the line by referee Paul Tierney after check of goal line technology. The 26-year-old quickly completed his hat-trick with a thumping finish from Victor Lindelof's pass before Fred added United's fourth goal in 14 minutes from Paul Pogba's crossed the Frenchman's fourth assist of the afternoon. It was Fernandes' first hat-trick since he moved to Old Trafford in January 2020, and only the second by a Red Devils player since Robin van Persie's title-winning effort against Aston Villa in 2013. In other matches, Chelsea defeated Crystal Palace 3-0 and Everton beat Southampton 3-1. Brighton, Leicester and Watford also recorded victories. We're at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Maoist Center in favor of alliance with Democratic forces until election. Chairman Dahal tables his proposal to Central Committee for approval. Nepali Congress fixes new date for General Convention. Leaders decide to prepare the list of active members by August 18. daily infection of coronavirus drops to 2,624. Number of active cases stops 39,000. Taliban fighters ace closer to the capital. Afghan leaders seek support from the international allies. And Manchester United trash leads in opening day match. Chelsea and Everton also record victories. And that's all from the English news desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms and also on our website at janatasamasa.com. Keep watching Janata Television SD. Namaste.